guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Adedayo. So I'm going to be continuing on with my nursing series videos, and so today I'm going to be talking about time management and some studying tips that I'll give you. But I will be doing more videos later on, talking about some of the different nursing courses and tips that I think that helped me, and I've heard from other, some of my other classmates that helped them. So I'm just going to be sharing some of that with you guys also. So, but for now, we'll be talking about time management and a little bit about studying. So I have my little phone right here, and I'll be looking down a lot to talk to you guys about the stuff. So the first thing is with time management. A lot of people when I was in school used planners to help them organize what they wanted to do. So I would say, get a planner and lay out your activities that you have to do for the week, or maybe you can even go as far as 2 weeks ahead. And this will help you kind of gather your thoughts and gather and look at what it is and prioritize exactly what is due and what is the most important thing for you to get done at this moment. So especially if you have other things in your nursing programs where you guys do use the online databases like HESI or ATI, this will also keep you on track of the assignments that you have to do online. And also try to be organized and on top of things as much as possible. If planners don't work for you, I'll say also at me, I tried planners, it didn't work for me. So what I did, I have a really great memory, so I would remember kind of create a mental planner in my head throughout the day and think about what I have to do and what I have to do the next day. But of course, I'm human. You can't always remember everything. So another thing that I would do, and some other people tried, was utilizing our phone with the calendar that you have the app. So what I would do is I would write down, because the calendar is linked to your email. If yours, is not, probably try to get it like that. And what I would do is I would write down what I have to get done. And so with the email, with the calendar, it will show up on your computer. When you go on your email, it will show up also and let you know that you have something due soon. So which was really helpful and helped me stay on track. Or another thing that you could also do to stay on top of things will be to get yourself some of those really, really loyal friends. And when I say loyal friends, I'm talking about the people who love the planners, because those people will also keep you on track, because word of mouth really helps. Sometimes you might think you remembered everything, and then somebody tells you, oh snap, just looked at my planner and we have something due, an ATI or an exam coming up in 2 weeks, or an ATI due on Friday. So definitely word of mouth is really, really helpful with keeping you on track and helping you stay organized. I told you about the loyal friends, because with the loyal friends, you know your weakness and they have their strengths, so you can help each other out. And although they might write some things in a calendar or in a planner all the time, people forget. So having that support also, I will let you know that really will help you with your time management skills and helping you through nursing school. Now, in addition to the time management, I knew a girl, one of my classmates, she was in the sports team. She had really great time management skills, had no choice but to, plan things out and kind of figure out also mentally when, assignments is to get done, and we'll try to, she was always on the ball, on all the A game with everything. So, which is really great. So if you play sports also and you're in nursing school, you really, really, really seriously need to work on your time management and organizing. So I'll say get a planner or something on your phone. If you're not a paper type person, on your phone, the app, write out everything, put a calendar of everything during the day with the different times of things that need to get done on what day, so you can keep seeing the memos and letting you know what you need to do. So now moving on from that, now along with that, we also have procrastination. When it comes to nursing school, this is a career, like I've said in my previous videos. You cannot wait to the last minute to do anything. And if you wait to the last minute, it'll get you somewhere. It might not get you where you've always gotten with it before, throughout maybe in your previous majors, or when you're in high school or whatever. If you're coming straight from high school, you'll get you somewhere. That somewhere is gonna be a lot of steps behind, because you want to stay along with the syllabus and what's going on the week, or maybe ahead. Not too far though, because you don't want to overdo it, because you might be thinking you know everything and then you're not paying attention to the new stuff that you're learning now. So you want to stay on the ball, on the A game. do not procrastinate in nursing school. When we procrastinate in nursing school, what I did, what me, some of my friends call procrastination, was not really procrastination. It was more of us prioritizing what we needed to get done during the week. That's what we did. So I'll say that's what you guys should do. I mean, not do, but like if you're one to like take your time to get stuff done. The procrastination that we do in nursing school, like a lot of nursing students do it, is not a typical one. When I say that, what I mean by that is that let's say we have a paper due or something like that. Okay, we might not sit there and try to get everything done that we used to do before, like in other majors when we were younger in high school. What we would do is we'll sit there, you would think about your topic, start looking up some articles sometimes, maybe while you're eating or while you're just, in bed, about to go to sleep, looking up different articles and maybe seeing which one gives you the most results of articles to find. Let's say you might have to write a paper that needs like 10 or 20 articles or something like that. And then, trying to put our body of our paper together, kind of like creating like a mental outline of what we're going to be writing or our topics or where we're going with whatever it is that we have to do, or like a project or presentation or something like that, or group presentation. Like that's how we do it. Like we talk about it. So technically we're not really procrastinating, you're doing the stuff little by little, because with nursing school, that's what I said before, again with prioritization, if you also know your Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like you need to kind of like put in order what's important, because you can't just focus only on let's say fundamentals or your assessment class or med surg. You have to focus also on pharmacology. You got to focus on your pathophysiology class if you're taking that, your research course if you're taking that. Like you have to focus on a lot of things while you're taking some of your other majors, so you can't just dwell and keep everything on one major. So that will also help you with your time management, because think about it. You might be thinking, oh my god, this is too much, these classes are all asking for too much from me. I used to think about that too, but think about it, when you're out in the field, or when if you have certain clinicals as you get up in your grade, you're going to be taking care of multiple patients. You can't just say you're going to focus only on the patient in 2A and forget about the other assignments that you have, which is the patient in 2B, 2C, D, and E, because you need to kind of like balance it out and figure out how everything's going to work out together. So time management, that's why a lot of people talk about it, and why it's so important, especially in like if you're in nursing. So I really hope you guys figure out how you will manage your time and manage it wisely. So that's what I can tell you guys. And if you have any other things, or you think there's some other questions you have to ask about time management, definitely comment down below in the description box. Not description box, in the comment section, and I'll be happy to help and reply, or even message me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever, Twitter. I will answer your questions. So now let's move on to a little bit about studying. So studying in nursing school, it's different, for me. I figured my studying skills kind of changed a little bit with each class. Sometimes I try things here and there, try to figure myself out. Like when I was in maternity and peds, my studying habit definitely changed drastically, because it was like some of the things were the same, but I'm learning about the mother baby, and it was just a lot going on, so you having to understand all that. And in my school we do it in one semester, maternity and peds, all one semester. Yeah, like with pathophysiology, it is what it is. It's not really that much of critical thinking, because the pathophysiology of a chronic kidney or disease, or pathophysiology of neuroleptic syndrome, or pathophysiology of Parkinson's disease, or whatever, diabetes is not going to change. So it is what it is with that course. That's how I felt it was when I was taking it. But like other courses, like med surg and all that was definitely different. So that's what I'll say, but I'm definitely going to be doing more videos about that, about studying. But try study groups. That's some things I can say right now. Try study groups, but I'll say first off, try studying by yourself. Figure out how you study, the self first, and then you can try other stuff. But definitely I'll say try studying by yourself. See how you study. If you can't study at home, there's too much noise at home, or you just can't concentrate because the stimuli at home is for you to sleep, play games, watch TV, blah blah blah, go out, go to Starbucks, go to Barnes and Nobles, go to a cafe, go to another school, university that's close to your house, and go study there. Utilize their library or their whatever they have over there and study, because that's what I did. Also, after you try studying on your own, you know, sometimes getting insight from other people is also great, because you might see something one way, but then another person might see it another way. They might come up with an acronym or something that after you hear that, you're never gonna forget it again. So maybe try study groups. I would say maybe, you know, try studying with your friends first, but if you guys cannot find the time or for you to concentrate and focus on what you have to get done, which is the task at hand, which is studying at that moment, maybe you shouldn't study with those friends or those people. Try with a new group, you know. If you study with a group and you feel like you know too much, or the people are not prepared and they're like expecting to teach everything, or somebody who's not prepared is trying to be in charge of everything, you know, there's no need for really much argument. Try another group, try something else, because that's how I did. I tried multiple groups and I studied with some people, and some people come prepared and some people didn't, and I don't have time to start trying to teach. I mean, I'm a teaching person, and also that's another thing. Figure out what type of, in the study group, what type of person you are. Some people like to listen in the study group, some people like to teach. So if you're one of a teacher where you like to speak, prepare yourself and teach your group members in your group properly. So that's what I'll say you should do for studying and all that stuff. So yeah, I really hope you guys found this video helpful. I'll be making more videos, definitely, again, like I said, about studying. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because you already made it this far. You might as well subscribe to this beautiful channel. And give this video a thumbs up. And if you have anything else, again, I said, comment down below in the comment section, or, you know, shoot me a message on one of the social media sites that I have. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye. You want to stay along with the syllabus and what's going on the week, or maybe ahead, not too far though, because you don't want to overdo it, because you might be thinking you know everything and then you're not paying attention to the new stuff that you're learning now. So you want to stay on the ball, like on the A game. Do not procrastinate.